Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I probably sound very strange right now. That's because I'm recording this with my phone, because right now it's pretty much the best recording device I have. But yeah, anyways, we're just gonna do a bit of an update of the things that I've been working on. I've been gone for quite a while, for a bunch of reasons. But here we're just gonna be looking at some things, just a general update. I'm titling this my first 6 months of game development or something like that. But the truth is it's more like my first 3 or 4 months, because I did take a bit of a break in between. But yeah, that's besides the point. Alright, so first off, let's look at some of the things that I've made. So first we can start off with this little game. It's called Punk. It's just sort of a Pong clone, so we just want to take a look. Oh, there we go. It's very loud. Yeah, it's just a Pong clone, and it progressively gets harder and faster as time goes on. It's actually impossible to win, because the ball and the opponent paddle are perfectly synchronized. So, yeah. And it just goes on like that forever, and it's impossible to beat. So, yeah. Another thing I made, this sort of alien invasion thing. So, yeah, you can read that if you want to. And yeah, you've got a gun, and you just shoot these green capsule enemies. And yeah, it's a 3D model, so it just sort of clips into the wall when you go near it. And this was just sort of a demo to just see if I could make an FPS type game. And yeah, it's sort of a, well, yeah, it's just a demo. It's not really a game, but yeah. So yeah, and if they touch you, then the game just restarts. So yeah, it's pretty basic. Oh yeah, I've got a little radioactive can or whatever. Alright, anyways. Alright, another thing here, this is called Rumor, and it's basically, it's sort of a little car game, and you have control of this little car, and I had bigger plans for this, but this sort of got disturbed because I got, well, I'll go into it in a little bit, but yeah, it's just a pretty basic thing. It's not a complete game at all. It's just sort of a little demo, and it's using the Kenny, well, a few different Kenny asset packs, and there's some boxes, and that's pretty nice, and you can fall off the edge and die, so that's fun. Alright, next thing here, this is called Shootium, and this is probably the thing I've been working the most on. Oh, no, it's not. I completely forgot about another thing. But, yeah, this is just sort of a top-down 2D shooter kind of thing. And, you can go around, sort of this, I made this little map for it, but, yeah, it's just this little top-down shooter, and over here there I have some enemies. I still need to sort of program how the enemies work, because right now it's just a raycast. Their vision is just a raycast, so unless you're right in front of them, they're not gonna attack you. But yeah, you can kill them, and then a little gruesome. And then yeah, so it's pretty basic, but yeah, I used the a tutorial by Mrs. His videos are really good, and I highly recommend them. But I just used one of his to sort of make this little demo. And you can see I had this giant map here, and I also made a car, so you can sort of drive around. I don't have a way to get into the car. This is just the player right now, so I'm, I'm still learning stuff. The thing that I've probably worked the most on is this little game called 66, and it's just this little story game, and you're this little character, and you can sort of wander around the world, and if you fall into the water, then it kills you. I have this little enemy, and it kills you, and yeah, it's pretty basic. And you can play all these games, well, some of these games on my itch.io page, which I made, and it is a thing that exists, and yeah, I'll be uploading games to it, I guess. alex197.itch.io, and yeah, I've just got a few games here, and I'll probably upload some more in the future. I mean, we'll see what happens. Overall, I've been having a lot of fun with game development over the past 2 or 3 months or so that I've been getting back into it, and yeah. Although there is one thing I would like to talk about that freaked the heck out of me, and I still don't really know how to explain it, but essentially this is what happened. There's this game, you might have noticed the game, this is a rumor game. I labeled it Do Not Open because I don't know what I did. I think I made some weird code and it sort of almost destroyed my computer. So basically, I was just going about my day one day and I got a little notification in the top right of my screen saying, hey, you have like 50 megabytes of storage left on your computer. And I was like, what? At the time, I think I had like half of my hard drive free, or at least that was supposed to be the case, until I got that notification. And so just out of panic, I emptied my recycling bin, which had like 300 gigabytes of stuff in it, of course. And so I sort of started paying attention to my hard drive space, and I realized that my hard drive was slowly filling up. Like every few seconds, I would like refresh my file manager, and there would be like another like 100 megabytes missing, or just like like taken up in my hard drive. And so I was like, what is going on? And so I basically I selected my entire home folder, and I right-clicked to see the properties, to see the file size, and sure enough, it was like much more than it should have been. And so basically what I did is I just kept like selecting like half of the screen, half of the files on the screen, and just like kept narrowing it down until I tracked down the culprit, the gigantic, ever-increasing file that was threatening the existence of my operating system. And it was in this folder. So my home folder, in the .var app org.godotengine.godot data godot app underscore user data, and it was in the rumor game file, whatever, and it was in the logs folder. And there's a file right here, and if I remember correctly, it was just called godot.log. And sure enough, it was like hundreds of gigabytes in size, actually. And so I just deleted it. And yeah, it would just like keep increasing in size. So I don't really know what happened. I have an idea, and that is that I made like an infinite loop in the game, and that just sort of made it so that the log file just like kept increasing because it was an infinite loop. But I don't know how that would happen if the editor was closed, right? Like nothing was running. So maybe it was somehow like running in the background. But yeah, I don't know. And this happened like a few more times. And it was kind of scary because, I didn't, it was like, I don't really know what would happen if it just like took up the entire hard drive, would just like start corrupting my files or something. Like, I don't know. But yeah, now I know not to do that. If anyone knows what that was, maybe you can, explain it to me. I haven't looked at it. I should probably like ask Reddit or something, because there's probably an answer on there. But yeah, don't make infinite loops when you're coding, because it's not a good idea, apparently. But yeah, that's the stuff that I've been doing, and I'm excited to keep doing it. And yeah, I've got lots of ideas for games, probably too many ideas. I keep doing this thing where like I will like work on a game and then get bored or tired or just sick of it, and then I'll start like a new project, and it's probably not a good idea. I've heard a lot from a lot of YouTubers that that's actually a terrible idea, that that finishing games is a very good skill to have. So you guys should work on that. I have a lot of unfinished just like sort of concept games that I've made. So yeah. But anyways, hopefully this video was some interesting. I don't know. But I will see you in the next video. Hopefully it won't be another 6 months before I post one. But yeah. See you in the next one. Goodbye.